Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone joining from different parts of the globe. Omega Pyramid, Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International welcome you all for day 106 of Stillness Beat program, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So, friends, as usual, let's begin the session with meditation. I invite Master Sharad to conduct today's meditation. Good morning, Sharad.
Hey, good evening, Shirisha. Good morning, good evening, everybody. Let's begin. Let's be in silence for next 10 seconds. Okay. The method what we are going to use is Ana-Pana-Sati meditation, breath meditation. The steps are very simple. Sit in a comfortable sitting posture, clasp your fingers, cross your feet, close your eyes, and be with your natural breath. Very simple. Now I request everyone to gather themselves, stop doing what they are doing at this time. Sit quietly. If you want to dim your lights, dim your lights. And before closing your eyes, calmly, observantly observe, scan your surroundings mentally. Just to be aware of what all things are happening around. It could be anything. Background sounds, let it be. Now slowly close your eyes. Now scan your body from head to toe. There could be anything happening on the body. Let it be. Now relax your body. Relax it. Let go of any stiffness. Now in the mind, your ego will speak to you like a small inner voice. That's your ego talking to yourself. It starts moment you close your eyes. Now, with all these things happening both internally, externally, bring your focus to stream of breath going on incessantly. Inhalation, exhalation, there is a gap, and then inhalation, exhalation, gap. From the count of 1 to 10, you start focusing your attention increasingly on breath. Relax your body. After exhalation, inhalation will start its own. Wait for it. Don't alter. Now, 1, 2, 3. Focus your attention on breath. 4, 5, 6. Anchor yourself to breath. 7, 8. 9, 10. Be with your breath. Sincerely, the inner chatter, cut any other chat or thoughts. Be with the breath. No mantra chanting, no visualizations. For the next 10 minutes. Relax. Be with the breath masters. Do not analyze anything. See it as is. Don't do anything. Relax. Keep returning to breath. Stop your internal chat. Relax. Continue going deeper, masters. Expand the consciousness. Relax. Be in this state until I call you back. Masters, we are near to the source. This is the space of healing energy and expanded awareness. From this space, let's heal ourselves and others around us. Be very sincere. Take responsibility. With this, mentally repeat the following affirmations along with me. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Let's make following agreements with life. Say to yourself the following affirmations mentally. I will be impeccable with my words. I will not take anything personally. I will not make any assumptions. I will do my best all the times. Continue in this state for next few minutes. Last 1 minute. 30 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your palms together. Keep it on your closed eyelids and slowly open your eyes to here and now. So, so masters, when I say observe your breath, bring all your faculties, hearing, touch, and seeing. Bring all these faculties to breath. That's how it should be. Right? You can also see. So that's how you make it more deeper. So don't leave one of these faculties somewhere else. Bring everything, even touch also. The breath touches your inner nostrils. So when you engage all these faculties, that is when it is said that you can feel without having skin. You can see without seeing. You can smell without the nose. You can do without the presence of the faculties. That is how it is. But for that, you have to be with it completely on breath. So thank you for meditating with me. It was excellent. Over to you, Sirisha.
Thank you. Thank you, Sharath, for that wonderful guidance. Thank you so much. So, friends, let's move on to the next part of the program, wisdom sharing. I invite Prithvi to share today's wisdom. Good morning, Prithvi.
Good evening, Sirisha. Thank you. Thank you, Sharath, and thank you all for meditating. Today, let's continue the love and the transformation topic. And I want to bring up a story from Upanishad today. It's a very powerful story which Swami Vivekananda used to always quote to tell about the journey of the soul, the journey of the consciousness. So let me share my screen for it. Yeah, the story of two birds which were sitting on the same tree. So there were two birds. One was sitting on the lowest branch. It was a very tall tree. There was a little bird which was sitting on the lowest branch of the tree, and it used to always move, keep moving. It was so restless, so reacting. It was jumping from one branch to another at the lowest level, from twig to twig, restless, reactive, seeking for the fruits, eating and throwing away, and it was always hungry for the next fruit, and it could not just stop anywhere. It was just so restless. It used to actually feel good, like feel very happy when when it ate sweet fruits, and when it ate bitter fruits, it got disturbed and it flew away from the bitter fruits. And it was just moving like this. It used to choose a sweet fruit and it used to come back to bitter fruit and then again fly away from the bitter fruit. So the experience was just moving on and on, between the pain and the pleasure, like the sweet and the bitter. And there was another bird which sat on the topmost branch. It didn't move at all. It sat still, very quiet, silent, untouched by the experience of the fruit, the tree, the branch, whatever was happening. It just kept watching without any kind of attachment, with equanimity towards the sweet fruit, bitter fruit, everything. It was just quietly watching, sitting there. And this little bird, which was at the lowest branch, it was so restless that it was kept on moving. And one day, what happened was it ate a very bitter fruit. It was so bitter that it could not take the taste of it at all. So, for a moment, it just stopped. It stopped and sat still. And when it sat still, it somehow looked up. And when it looked up, it saw the another bird which was sitting on the topmost branch of the tree, and it felt so uh, good about seeing that top bird, higher bird, because that bird was so vibrant, illuminating. It was so calm. It was so free, unaffected by all of these dramas which was going in the tree. And this little bird, lower bird, it got attracted. Something stirred within itself, and it got a pull towards that higher bird. And then it started to, it felt like, okay, I need to go closer to that higher bird. And it started to ascend. It started to climb one branch after the other. But while it was climbing, it was again getting attracted to the fruits, the bitter fruit, the sweet fruit, the colors of the fruit, the flowers. They were actually attracting these the bird, and it was just going with the flow of these fruits and the flowers, and it was falling back again to the smallest branch, the lowest branch. And somehow this cycle happened so many times that it used to look at the top bird, and so it made some courage to climb. And again, it used to get attracted to the fruits, it used to fall. The cycle happened so many times that until one day it started to come closer and closer to the topmost branch. And as it came closer to the topmost branch, it started becoming a little lighter. There were, it was not getting distracted by the fruits around. It was getting focused, quieter, and it was getting lighter. It was getting a little peaceful within. It was not reacting. So it started moving up and up and up. And finally, when it got close to the topmost branch, it realized that the gap between two birds came so close that it realized there were no two birds. There are no two birds, and there were no two birds at all. It was just one consciousness. And that moment was a moment of unity for that bird. It was the same bird sitting up there watching, and it was the same bird reacting to two different kind of uh, craving and aversions. So at that moment, it became one with the other higher bird. So this is a story of not just the two birds, it's a story of you, because we all live like this. One always restlessly seeking, and there is one more who is still, who knows what freedom is, who is absolutely aware of what beingness is. So every moment offers a choice of which bird we embody. So these are the two aspects, the two birds, the lower bird and the higher bird. They are the two aspects of the same consciousness. The lower bird represents the body consciousness, whereas the higher bird represents the soul consciousness. Body conscious bird is more attached to the body mind reactions, which is chasing for pleasure, avoiding the pain, and it is absolutely reacting to the drama of the life, which is lost in the past and future and never satisfied. Whereas the higher self, the higher bird, which is the true nature of this bird, it is still, it is completely aware, untouched by all kinds of experiences, and it is in absolute equanimity. And that equanimity is giving its the freedom, and it is not attached to anything. So the metaphor here in this story is that the tree represents the complete life that we are living, and fruits are the experiences we have, like the pleasant and the unpleasant. And the branches are the levels of the consciousness we try to keep climbing. And the journey is vertically ascending. And this journey is all about unconscious reactions to the conscious beingness. So, this is how we journey. When we are talking about the transformation here, we have to understand what are we trying to transform ourselves into. So, we have to actually know the pattern that we are living right now as a habitual tendency, like a lower bird addicted to the pleasure, endless chasing, fear of the pain, constant seeking, and never satisfied, which is always living in the memory or in the imagination, which is not able to sit in the present moment and ground in the present moment. Whereas the higher bird, which is also an aspect of our consciousness itself, is absolutely a quality of the soul, which is totally in the present moment, witnessing, free from attachment, and it'll be in the complete acceptance of what is, and it'll be a pure being. So here, the gap between two birds, this is the most beautiful thing in this story. The gap between the two birds was just an illusion of separation. It is the gap in the identity. There was never two birds existing. The separation was just an illusion because we got identified with the lower bird. We have been getting identified with the body consciousness, which is covered. This complete gap is covered by thoughts, emotions, and reactions. If we can ascend the thoughts, emotions, and reactions, the separation, the gap will be gone, and you become one with the higher bird. There will be no two birds existing. There will be no two consciousness within you. You become one higher consciousness, which was the true self, which is the soul consciousness. So the transformation that we are talking about is not about becoming something new. Yesterday I was telling you will have a love towards your higher self, or the one which you want to become. But in actual truth, there is no becoming something new. You are already carrying the conscious self, the soul consciousness. It's only that you need to shift your identity from body consciousness to the soul consciousness, from the lower bird to the higher bird, and awaken to your true nature. Your true nature is already sitting within you. You don't have to search for it or imbibe it. It is already within you. It's just requiring the shift of identity. So we have to move from reacting to watching. And what will help us to ascend? What actually helps us to move from body consciousness to the soul consciousness is the breath, because breath takes us in the path of awareness. It is the simplest door, which is not forceful, which is not controlling. It is absolute awareness, which will take us from body consciousness to soul consciousness. And why are we choosing breath? We all know it is universal, it is involuntary yet observable, and it is accessible to everybody, and it is always present in the present moment. It is available to us, and breath acts as an anchor. When the mind keeps moving away from the present moment to the past, the four aspects or the habitual pattern of the mind is it goes to the past, it goes to the future, or it keeps craving for something, or it keeps avoiding aversion towards something. So all these four aspects can be anchored and bring the mind to the present moment with the tool of breath, because breath can dissolve the aversion and soften the craving and bring you to the present moment. Every time you become conscious of your breath, you are climbing the ladder of the conscious level. So the practice that we need to actually intensify from now onwards is, we have been observing the breath throughout the practice, we have been doing this, but now that you have to be very sincere in this practice, the more conscious you are with the breath while you sit in the meditation, the easier your journey towards the soul consciousness will be. The transformation will happen in a much faster way. The more you get distracted with the fruits, you will be falling back to the lower branch. So keep watching. Don't let the mind wander. You don't even have to cut the thoughts. You just have to be with the breath. Be with the breath every time the mind wanders. Bring the breath back to the, come back to the breath. So the integration that we need to do is moving from the body consciousness to the soul consciousness, using the breath as the bridge by watching the breath and stop chasing for the fruits, stop chasing for the experiences in the meditation. Watch the breath and keep ascending the tree. So there will be signs of transformation as you move on in this, keep up, going up and up in the tree. You will start seeing certain signs of transformation, where you will see that you have become less reactive to the circumstances. There is kind of inner peace and stillness that is growing within you, and there will be more space between stimulus and response. Whatever is making you triggering to react and your response, there will be a lot of gap. And even if you have reacted, the recovery time will be very less. You will not carry within your mind for a very long time. And there will be a natural compassion that arises for your own self and for the others as well. So these are the signs of the transformation. So we have to start walking the path of witnessing here. You don't have to fight with the lower bird. You don't have to control every reaction the lower bird is doing. You just have to stay with the breath again and again and again. And slowly you will stop reacting and you will start witnessing. And the ultimate journey back home, that you will realize you are not the doer, you are not the seeker. You were never at the lower branches, you were always at the top of the tree. You are always the awareness. The observer and the observed are always one, and there is only one consciousness. It was only the identity that made us get connected to or act as a body, as an ego, as a mind. But as the shift happens with the identity that we carry, we start connecting to our true self. So the journey with the breath, this more than calling it as a journey of consciousness, I would like to call it as journey with the breath. As you journey with the breath, you will easily transform and shift from the body consciousness to the soul consciousness. That is the actual transformation we are looking at in the meditation and our spiritual path. So thank you. Thank you so much for listening and journeying with the two birds today. So let's intend for the day with this understanding, friends. So I request all of you to close your eyes. Let's intend for the day. True transformation is the shift in the identity. With every breath, let me rise from reaction to awareness, from movement to stillness, from becoming to being. Let every breath anchor me in the present moment and let me just be. The beingness will take me closer to the soul consciousness, which has the true nature of being peaceful, free, unattached, untouched, joyful, full of compassion. Let me get closer to my soul consciousness. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Suresh.
Thank you, Prithvi, for that wonderful wisdom sharing. It was amazing. Thank you so much. So, friends, we'll conclude the session here. We'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Until then, have a great day ahead. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.